Or it gets better with age, I'm telling you. How do? Welcome back to the Brew Corner. This is the winter warmer, and it's really tasting nice now. Wow. Right, so today I'm going to be making a very quick beer, but I'll get into that a bit later. First of all, let me give you an update on the wherry. I've bottled it, and tomorrow I'll move it out here, and in about a couple of weeks I think we'll be able to do a side-by-side taste test. Now for the Abbott's Ale, that's interesting. I think I messed up the specialty grains because the colour is nothing like what you would expect. It's like a pale ale, to be honest, rather than that nice amber colour. So what I've actually done is I've bottled 2 litres of the Abbott Ale. It's finished fermenting. It's been in there for about a week now, and it tastes really nice, don't get me wrong. So I've bottled 2 litres, and what I've actually done over here, is I steeped some more specialty malts, 2 litres worth, and I'll be adding that to the fermenter, and there's about 200 grams of sugar in there as well, just to start fermentation off and bring the ABV back to where it should be. So I'm just going to have to see if this works. This is going to be interesting. But I've bottled 2 litres. I've got 4 bottles of the Abbott Ale, but it's like a very pale malt, a pale ale, and there's not a lot of toffee note to it, which you would expect with the crystal malt to give that caramelly sort of flavour. So I think my measurements were just way off in the recipe, and I'm now trying to adjust it and bring it back with this pot of specialty malts which I've steeped. I'm just letting that cool down. I'm letting it cool down, and then I'll add that back into the fermenter and give it another week. Anyway, what am I doing today? Well, I think I said in a previous video that I was interested in making a beer without any hops, just using this sort of isomerized hop extract for bittering and some flavour and aroma oils. And the reason why is I heard something, read something on the internet recently, that these beer kits we make, the maltsters who make the beer kits, they don't boil hops. They make a mash, a wort from the grains, and then they just add extracts and hop oils to create the bitterness and to create the flavour and the aroma. So I'm thinking, you know what? Can we make a beer, a nice tasty beer, without using, the boiling of anything, boiling the hops for an hour and all of this? Can we just use extract and these liquids, which are natural, they have come from hops, they are made from hops, and create something that's really tasty? And my thinking is, this is going to be as easy as a kit to put together. It's going to take me probably no more than 20 minutes, but I've got flexibility in how bitter I want it, how hoppy I want it, and it was just an idea I had, so I'm going to do it today. I've got my fermenter, it's been cleaned, it's been sanitized, and over here I've got a pot where I've boiled 3 litres of water, which is what I usually use for kits, so I'm still going down this kit route. So I'm going to put this to one side here. I'm going to pour that straight into here. 3 litres of boiling water, or it was, it's probably about 90 degrees now. And then I'm just going to add extract. So I've got a medium extract, 1 kilogram. I'm going for like a bitter, English bitter type, you know, beer. So I've got a kilogram of medium extract, and then I've got this Brew Enhancer here, which is 1.5 kilograms. So this is a mixture of light malt extract and dextrose. So it's pretty much like a kit. And I'm just going to mix it into the boiling hot water, as you would do with a kit. And this is my thinking. I've got a sterilised spoon here. I'm going to mix all that together. And this is my thinking. Can we actually do this like a kit? It's convenient as a kit, but we can still play around with bitterness, and we can still play around with hop intensity. So let me just get that done. And then I'll put in the medium or amber malt extract. This should give it a nice sort of toffee amber sort of colour to the beer, like an English pub bitter, which is what I'm aiming for. Nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary, just a bog standard, basic English pub bitter. And this is, they call this a special super malt extract, and it is. It's amazing. It doesn't clump up. I don't know what they do with it, but it doesn't clump. As you can see, perhaps on the bag, there's no real clumping. There we go. Right, that's it. Job's done. I shouldn't really do that because I'm not boiling it. Mind you, it's boiling water. Just taking a little bit of the clumps off the spoon. Right, that's it. Brew day's over. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add to this the bittering extract. This is 6% isomerized hop extract. What that means is that in 10 litres of wort, if you use 1 mil of this, and trust me, this is really bitter. It's probably the most bitterest thing I've ever tasted. I made the mistake when I first bought it, and it was saying like, 2 mils to 23 litres. I'm like, 2 mil? So I tasted it. My God, you don't want to be doing that. I had to have like a pint or 2 of water just to get the flavour out of my mouth. Well, not the flavour, just that bitterness. This is really concentrated. So for 1 mil in 10 litres, it gives you 6 IBUs. That's what the 6% means. So I'm going to brew this up to 20 litres. So that means 2 mil in 20 litres gives 6 IBUs. I want 30. So that's times 5. 6 5s are 30. 6 2s are 10. So I'm going to go for 10 mil. I've got a sanitised, sterilised syringe here, and it's a 5 mil syringe. So I'm just looking at 2 syringes of this. We'll bitter that when it's up to 20 litres to 30 IBU. So here we go. A bit more. Come on. There we go. There it is. that's it. That saved an hour's boil. So that's my bittering. Now I've just got to top this up to 20 litres. I'll see you in a bit. Right, here we are again. So this is now topped up to 20 litres. I've taken a hydrometer reading as well, and it's showing me 1042, which according to a calculator should give me just over about 4%. I think it's about 4.2, 4.3%. So 1042 coming down to 1010. Add on another 0.5% for the sugar in the bottles. I'm looking at probably about 4.6, 4.7% beer, which is great for just an experimental brew. The question is, how bitter is it? Because I've already bittered this. So I'm not going to pour this back in, I'm going to drink it. Cheers. Yeah, there's bitterness there. Obviously there's still a lot of sweetness because this hasn't fermented, but once some of that sweetness decreases, my perception of the bitterness obviously will increase. It's relative, but yeah, it's done its job. You can definitely get that little bitter bite at the back. So okay, right, so the next thing then is to pitch the yeast, and I'm going to be using my my wild yeast for this because it needs another outing, and why not? So there you go. Here we are with my pot of wild yeast. That'll go for washing, and that's it. Job's done. We've made a beer. Right, now where's the lid? That's the next thing to find. Hold on. It's here. So let's just put this on. And then I've got an airlock over there, but I won't put the airlock on just yet because I'm going to take this indoors, and I don't want to get a negative pressure which will suck whatever I put into the airlock into the beer. I usually use either Star San or vodka in my airlocks. Right, that's it. Take that indoors. 20 litres of beer, and see what it tastes like. What I'm going to do in about 2 weeks, just when I'm ready to bottle, is I'm going to be using hop oil. I've got them in the fridge at the moment, just little bottles, and you only need to add about 2 ml to 23 litres to give a really nice hop aroma, and you do it directly before you bottle so it's nice and fresh. So in about 2 weeks time I will add 2 ml of this hop aroma oil. It's a Kent Gold hop, and that should give it a nice hop aroma. You can add more if you want hop flavour. I don't know, maybe I'll try 4 ml and see how that goes. But if you add I think it's about 2 ml. If you add about 2 ml, it gives a really nice fresh hop aroma to the beer. So there you go. That was very, very quick. That took me about 20 minutes, but then I'm doing the camera as well. In fact, it's probably quicker than doing a kit, because with a kit you've got to leave the cans in hot water for I usually leave them for about 15 minutes. By using dry malt extract you don't have to do that at all, so that saves you time. It's literally just putting the dry malt extract into about 3 litres of hot water. Oh, let's take a temperature reading. I should have done that before I added the yeast. Oh, but I'm okay. 18 degrees, it's perfect. So yeah, 3 litres of hot water. Mix it all together. Add 10 mils of this if you want 30 IBUs. If you want less, use less. If you want more, use more. And that's it. Top it up and job's done. You could probably do the whole thing in about 10 minutes, to be honest. Even 5 minutes. And you've put a brew on. So, yeah, we'll see what it tastes like in about a month. Right, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to finish my winter ale and winter warmer, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye for now.